think we're live. Maybe? Yeah, we are live. Let me make this up. Oh, we are public too. Great. Let me just fix up. Oh, this isn't right. This is not right. Let me fix the title and thumbnail, everything. Get my thumbnail. Can I not do a thumbnail? So I have the thumbnail ready. All right. So let me check the stream here. I'm going to somebody else. Okay, I am live. Make sure you can hear me. Okay, we're good. We are good. Need a way to watch the chat too, because I'm not really going to be looking at it. First of all, top order business. Very late thank you for the 4,000 subscribers. We're already almost at 4,200, so been a little late with that, but really appreciate it, and people just continuing to enjoy the videos. Got a bunch of new ones up today too, by the way. I just put up an unboxing, which I have not done before, for the Joey Diabolic box set. If you like slasher movies plus like electronic industrial type music, then you should check that out. I want to say too, definitely check out the review for Les Chants du Hasard, because that one's underperforming, which I expected because it is very niche. But if you like classical music mixed in with black metal in a really unique way, then you should check that out. There's a new Best of Bandcamp. There is the Woad review, which is easily one of my favorite albums of the year so far. So check out the Woad review for sure. And the Emptiness interview as well, which is one of my favorite interviews so far. But that said, I'm going to get down to business here, and we're going to talk albums that y'all have requested that I have missed. And here comes the dog, of course, right on cue. So y'all let me know if the audio is all right, because I tried to make sure that it's leveled out, but you know, sometimes it's hard to know for sure. So I know a big request that keeps coming up in the comments over and over and over again is definitely Mere Cognitum, this album Solar Paroxysm. I don't know why I missed it, because I've covered previous stuff, and also this is a Portland band. they're right where I am, so come to think of it, I should try to nail them down for an interview. I'm gonna even add that to my notes as a reminder, to kind of make up for this. But yeah, I keep hearing over and over again. Let me close the door again. Yeah, good black metal. So I'm gonna press play here. Yeah, glad you enjoyed Woad, King Rico. Oh yeah, and I need to make sure I'm skipping around so the stream doesn't get claimed either. But yeah, I've listened to previous albums and I liked what these guys were doing. I can't remember which one. But yeah, just that like very It's very West Coast black metal, for sure. It's got that more atmospheric flair to it, that more kind of like nature-y vibe, too. And again, let me know if the music is too loud or if my voice is too loud, if the music's not loud enough, because I can adjust that. But yeah, for the most part, from what I've heard of this, I really dig it. All long songs, as you can see, just 5 tracks. But great blast beats, solid production. I like the album artwork. Just all around a good work for sure. So yeah, I see why so many people are requesting this. But I will say again, I mean, part of the reason that I don't always review these kind of smaller groups too is that people don't watch them. And I mean, like, not to be like I won't cover something that people won't watch, like again, that Les Chants du Hasard. I knew that was not going to perform well, but I loved it enough that I covered anyways. But ultimately, you know, I got 3 kids. I got a full-time job. My time is valuable to me, so I'm going to put my time into stuff that both I enjoy and I think other people are going to watch too, because ultimately I want to get eyes on it. So if you want me to cover more single album reviews of kind of smaller groups, then anything you can do to get people to watch, and make sure you're watching them too. So I know a lot of people will see something and be like, I don't know what that is, and they'll just ignore it. But give it a shot. That's what this channel is all about. But yeah, I think that's enough for Mayor Cognitum. So I'm seeing a request here for From the Ashes Abomination. So let me check that out. Is the audio okay? Just a little check too. Let me know in the chat, because I am looking at it on my phone. if the audio is good. So From the Ashes, Orden Ogan. Or I guess I should just do... I'm mixing 2 requests in together now. So From the Ashes, Abomination. Is it on Bandcamp? Here, wait. Is this it? No, that's not it. If it's not on Bandcamp, chances are I'm not going to check it out, because Bandcamp's just easier to do this with. YouTube, not so much. Oh, good. Audio's good. Excellent. Yes, I do. Yes, I know Mental Cruelty. In fact, I don't know if it's a quick grab here. Oh, it might be. Where is it? Where are you? Here it is. Look at that. Inferius. This album fucking kicks ass, and I am very much looking forward to the new one. Definitely. Yeah, I love Mental Cruelty. They are awesome. One of the best like deathcore bands out there right now, and it's been a while since we heard from them, so super stoked to hear more. That was a big year for that kind of music too. It was just below what I clicked on. Is it this then? Never Eat Here Again. Hang on, I lost her. No, Abomination. So this isn't it either, is it? I'm a fucking moron. That's an Abomination. Am I blind? Oh, is it this one? Bulgaria? Here we go. Here we go. All right, and you said Pathetic. Okay, I'll give it a shot. So, Bulgarian group From the Ashes. Getting deathcore vibes from this. Just the aesthetic here. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Cool atmosphere. Hope you all like this new camera too. Better quality than the one I was using. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like that. The logo here reminds me of a Demon Slayer a little bit. Or Demon Hunter. Yeah, this is dope. This is just fun, like beatdown, groovy deathcore. Ooh, that was a little kind of like Within the Ruinsy guitar there. That's fucking dope. Yeah, King Rico, Mental Cruelty is putting out an album, and I will be doing a review for sure. 'Cause I love their shit. There's certain like repeat groups I like. Yeah, this is dope. I don't know, Ivan, if this is your band or what. If it is, cool. If not, then you're just recommending it. That's awesome too, because I actually... Yeah, fuck yeah, I dig this. That's cool. So that's From the Ashes. Let's try some other stuff. I'm trying really hard not to get claimed here too. Because if you go over 10 seconds without skipping or doing anything, then that's pretty much the end of it. Orden. I know Orden Ogan. I don't know if they're on Bandcamp. I don't think that they are. But I know, I think Jamie reviewed them, had them in his best of the month. I think Quest for Metal had them in best of the month too. But yeah, if I recall, they're like power metal or progressive metal, something along those lines. But I don't think they're on Bandcamp, so I don't think we're going to get anywhere with that one on here, unfortunately. I wonder if Mental Cruelty's on here. I think they were. Oh, they are. Here we go. Look at that. So, oh, they don't. This is all their older stuff, though, I think. They're German? I don't think I even knew that. Nice picture. Oh, they do have, so here's their previous album that I just was showing from 2019. But yeah, this shit is fire. Like, it is so, like, super technical too, which is what I like in my deathcore. I'll say I want something a little bit more flashy. Still that, like, beatdown aggression, but they've got some much more technical stuff in some of these songs. A little bit of Blackened vibe at times too. Good variety in the vocals. A nice little gurgle there. Yeah, just more... If you liked Brand of Sacrifice, like, they're kind of in that same wheelhouse, I would say, overall. Yeah, Mental Cruelty is fucking sick. What else have we got here for requests? Which way is the chat going? I'm blind here. Release and yeah. Oh, that Ivan, that is your band. That's awesome. Good work, dude. I dig it. What else? Oh, there were some requests from Mephitis was a request, but I feel like I already had them in a best of Bandcamp or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Is this even the right one? Is this 2021? It is. Maybe I didn't. Off Scourings out of Oakland, California. Black metal. Okay. The name sounded familiar, but I guess I didn't do it. And yeah, spam the chat with other requests of bands and albums I haven't covered yet, because that was what the overwhelming demand was for here. I'll hop out of this for a second and fix the thumbnail too if I can, if it'll let me. Okay. It's kind of cool. Got some atmosphere to it. I guess I can't update the thumbnail till the end, maybe. Some like doomy vibes on this too. Oh, I like that melody there. A little folkiness to it. Oh, that's the final song. How's this thing open? Good drumming. I did not cover Liturgy's last record. I did listen to it a little bit, but it was like, by the time I got to it, one, I think that was a busy week again where I was covering a lot of other stuff, and I was like, okay, everybody and their mom's gonna cover this album anyways. And so yeah, by the time I listened to some of it, I was just like, it's whatever. I didn't have strong opinions about it, but we can pull that up. It's been a little bit since I checked that out. This sounds decent. I'm not like blown away by it. Because again, I've just like listened to so much kind of traditional black metal at this point that it just doesn't interest me that much. Like, I love going back and listening to the classics because they forged that sound, but as far as this for like stuff I want to listen to now, not really. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Let me see if Liturgy, I think Liturgy's on here. Oh, dude, I did check out Methwitch. In fact, it was discussed in... I don't think it was in my top 10 of the year, but it was in the podcast episode where I covered some of my kind of backup favorites. So here we go. Oh, shit. I'm probably going to get... I end up getting demonetized. Let me... Is there a way I can do this without the album art there? Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a good way for me to listen to this without YouTube getting pissed off. So rather than have an issue, I'm just... I'm going to change course here. I just don't want YouTube to get pissed off and blast the stream. Or tank it, rather. Yeah, Methwitch I did cover and greatly enjoyed. I don't think I did a single review of it. I think it was just in some roundups. But yeah, y'all, if you have not heard... Make the cam bigger. I can do that. Do I need to... Hang on, I might need to switch back to the other view for a second to do that. Here we go. I don't want to block the album art, though. Maybe I'll switch to the other side. How's that? Is that better? Let me know. Alright, so Methwitch, yeah, these guys are ridiculous. Like, just grindy, noisy, mathy ridiculousness. Oh, to cover the album art. That's genius. I'm a fucking idiot. You know what? I can totally do that. After we're done with Methwitch, I'll go back. That is a great idea. I should have thought of that. But yeah, Methwitch is... Ugh. What's up, Jordan? Sup to you, too? I don't know why Keith has all these redacted messages. Yeah, I keep saying group, but yeah, Methwitch, yeah, it is... Oh, man. They're so raunchy, dude. I love Methwitch. And they just keep getting better and better. Like, each album has been progressively more ridiculous, but also, like, just stronger overall. Alright, let me fix my view again. And I will go back to Liturgy now that I think I can have the artwork covered up here. So, let me do that. Liturgy. Let me see if that's sufficient here. I'm just watching the stream to see if this worked out because I don't see myself on the camera. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, yeah. Yeah, it's been a little while since I kind of checked this out. I mean, like, I respect Liturgy, but I just feel like even... And it's weird, too, because it feels like, by all accounts, it should be something I love. Because I love anything that's, like, super unique and different and weird. And this is definitely all of that, but it's like... Oh, God dang it, I'm showing the boobs again. This is just not working out for me. Try a different track here. Yeah, cool strings. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff going on this album. It's just... I don't know, it's like... To me, it's always that tenuous balance of... I like an album that's bizarre and weird and takes chances, but it still needs to, like, come together in a way that's still consistently engaging and like not so avant-garde that it's not, there's no like hooks or anything to it, which is what I like about Imperial Triumphant. I think they like have mastered that balance. This to me is just a little too far over the line, but again, I get it. Like I get why people really enjoy this stuff, but yeah, liturgy's cool. Liturgy's cool. Let me see what else we got here in terms of requests. I'll make my camera smaller again. Also, my dog just farted and it smells fucking disgusting. Alright, so let me see what we got in the chat. The Gizmachi record. So that's the band, Gizmachi. Is that a band? I don't see it pulling up here. Make sure they're on Bandcamp too, unless you're talking about something else. What's your PC setup? I just use one computer, and it's just a laptop. It's like a gaming laptop because I'm always on the go. And then I'm just using OBS. And then I'm just using my phone to look at the chat right now because I'm a stooge. I almost got a second monitor. And I probably will, but I kind of want just like a really tiny one, like super tiny. Do I think Flaw is a good band? I had some confusion over this because when people say Flaw, I'm thinking of the old like nu metal band that had like this one banger hit, but I think there's like a different band called Flaw, or maybe they came back and they just sound different. Are they on Bandcamp again? Because if they are, like, let me know where to find them. Because that's one of those names where it's like a search engine nightmare because it's just such a vague term. Is there... Oh, yeah, I can turn up the music a little bit. I just wanted to make... Sometimes I forget to turn it down, and then you can't fucking hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to turn up the music just a bit. If that's too loud, let me know. What else? I'm not seeing requests right now. Put them in the chat. The nu metal one, yeah. Dude, that one song, what is it, like Last Light or whatever? That song was a fucking banger, dude. I loved that song. If I've got it right, I'm not gonna play it because I want to play it on the safe side, but I think it's Last Light. I might be confusing two bands together in my head. Maybe it's not. Flaw. Maybe I'm confusing bands. I feel like maybe I've got this scrambled up in my head. What was the band that did Last Light then? I'm probably not even getting the title correct. Fuck it. I don't know. I do vaguely remember these guys though. If people don't... Oh, Big Chef? I don't even know Big Chef. And let me know when I play this if the music is balanced out better. I want to make sure I didn't turn it up too loud. Okay, we got some grind here from Australia. Oh, hell yeah. Is this the new one? Yeah, 2021. Hell yeah. Ooh, I like that. I don't know this guy. I like that cover. Oh yeah, with the like kind of dubsteppy elements almost. What's up, Logan? Yeah, let me know if the audio's good now. Like, I don't want it to overpower my talking. So I want to be able to talk at the same time. Dang, this shit's crazy. Guys, there's so much good music. Like, it's kind of overwhelming, honestly. I find myself with anxiety. Like, even just, like, the next 2 weeks trying to get all my reviews done, because I'm still working on Cannibal Corpse. Capra's done. The Armed is done. I know people wanted me to do Sleeping with, or While She Sleeps. I haven't done that yet. And then there's all this other stuff to cover too, so fuck, man. Fuck me, right? That's why I'm hoping the Best of Bandcamp series just becomes more and more viable and more people watch it, because that's like my best opportunity to just get in as much as I can to and get it out to people to check out for themselves, even if I'm not able to do a full review. This is dope though. Digging Big Chef. Good recommendation. Good call on that one. Gizmachi Omega Khalid. Let me try searching Omega Khalid. But let's see if I spelled that right. Looks like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on here, unfortunately. Sorry, dude. Tiny bit loud now? Fuck. Yeah, see, that's always the danger. Let me click it down a little bit. See if we can split the difference. Got a Bandcamp release for me. What is it? What is it, Logan? Let me know. Oh, wait. So let me go in order here, though. So fuck you. So I'm getting differing opinions, too. So Jake is saying the sound is a bit loud. Charlie's saying I could turn it up a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. Let me start with Feculent, though. Trying to go as in order as possible here. I believe I've listened to some of this one, but I know I saw it show up in my comments quite a bit. I think on my Best of the Month in particular. Again, let me know. I want to make sure you can hear my voice clear, but you can also hear the music well. So another Australian band. It's a big day for Australia. Kind of blackened death metal, more like brutal death metal, I'd say. Just big chugging brutal, like this is just like skull breaking caveman music. Good blast beat going there. Those vocals are pretty vile. Again, another album I think I get why people are really digging it. But it just strikes me as something that I would kind of get bored listening to after a while. Okay, those... Seems like there are some transitions going on. I think the main thing for me is I get bored with that style of vocal when it's the whole album. I feel like those brutal, more guttural vocals work better as kind of like extra spice. And they make a harder impact when they're not constant. If they're constant, it's like... I don't know, it starts to get a little bit less interesting for me. Good guitars, though. Like that little squeal. Wow. Good photo. It's always, like, scary to kind of do this live, because I with Best of Bandcamp, I can, like, edit it to make sure that I'm not going past 10 seconds at any point, but, man, that squeal is sick. So yeah, Feculent pretty good. Not something I'd see myself like doing a full review on, because honestly, I'm struggling doing a full review for Cannibal Corpse. Not because it's not good, but because like, how many new words are there to say about a new Cannibal Corpse album? You know, it's like, it sounds like a Cannibal Corpse album. So I'm trying to find like, there are certain tracks I have more to say on, but then I'm struggling to find like I need a new angle to approach that one to kind of flesh it out. Otherwise, that'll end up being like a 3-minute review, which, you know, if it is fine. I'll say a review is just as long as it needs to be, but yeah, that's a tough one. So let me... Good, I see a lot of stuff coming in, but let me get to Logan's request now. So... Oh my god. Logan, how the fuck am I... I hope this auto-populates if I start typing it. Yandere Chain... Let's see if it pops up. Oh, here we go. Yandere Chain... Is this it? Chainsaw... Yay! Alright, good. I don't have to type that whole fucking thing. I've seen this album art, I think. Oh boy, I'm ready. I'm ready for this one. Let me see, did you have a particular track or... So, Absence of Normalcy, that's just the name of the album, right? Okay. So, let's just check it out. It's funny because I was just watching... I was at a nerd bar, and they were playing all sorts of like nerd music, and baby metal came on. Like this intro. Oh god, super raw production on this one. God, dog, stop farting. Jesus. It smells like straight shit in here. Oh my god, it got in my mask too. That's disgusting. So this is okay. I was kind of wishing for... I'm hoping we get a little bit more of like the weeb elements on here. Especially with that cover, I'm kind of expecting more of that perpetuated in the music. But it seems just like more so just kind of brutal, raw, brutal death metal with some funny names. Wasabi Lolly Corpse Sushi. Star from Reality. It's got that like older albums from like Pig Destroyer kind of production to it. Featuring Lord Hentai. There's a guy named Lord Hentai. Love it. I mean, this is fun. It's kind of more just like standard brutal death metal that has a little bit of a gimmick, but I feel like you almost need to lean more into the gimmick. Like, I want more anime girl samples and maybe even some like guest vocals that are more like baby metal-ish. You don't have to go like full baby metal because that would be boring because baby metal's already doing that, but I feel like there's more you could do with this. But it's fine. Let me know how the audio is too in terms of volume again, because I know I keep messing with it. So let's see. Jordan says Johann's Decline of the Eye. Jesus, all these long band names. Or is is it just Johannes as the artist? Let me just look up Decline of the Eye. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Is this in my... That artwork is so familiar. I'm wondering if I already have it sitting in my to-do pile. Or maybe I just got an email for it. Or maybe I already covered it in an episode I've already recorded and I've just forgotten. There's too much fucking music. I cannot say that enough. Well, let me go back to that, and either way we can check it out. So let's see here. I do like that artwork. Polish band. I do like Agania Records puts out some really good like black metal and black and death metal. I like that guitar slide. This is pretty dope. Just 5 songs again. It reminds me a little bit of a couple things. This is cool though. See, this is probably more the type of black metal that I spend more time listening to. See, it's got those like hooks woven into it. Those melodies that kind of get stuck in your head. But then it's also doing some more like weird, challenging stuff too. See, they got some longer songs on here. Good variety in the vocals. Lots of stuff going on. Yeah, I could definitely see myself spending some time with this. I'm trying to think of the name of the band that this most is reminding me of. It's the one that I really enjoyed last year. Oh, Les Hommes something Tomber. I'm forgetting how to pronounce. It's a like French group. Yeah, this is cool. I like this one. The Decline of I from... Is it Johannes? Johannes? So many different ways to pronounce these things. Yeah, sound level is going to differ for each record, but I'm hoping that it's good enough. New Labored Breath off Sentient Ruin. So let me see here. Guessing it's this one. Yep, there we go. Another cool cover. Got some like black metal with some particularly like dying bird vocals. Another lots of 5-song things coming out lately. Interesting. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Another one that has a little bit more of a like atmosphere to it. But again, it's like, why am I not covering some of this stuff in my full reviews? One, because I already have a lot of albums in my collection that sound so similar to this. So again, I'm kind of like the main thing, if I'm doing a full review, it's mostly because like, one, I like it, and not even necessarily that I like it. It's more so that I have a lot of thoughts. Like, a lot of thoughts are coming forward that require that amount of time to focus on that album. And so certain albums do that. There are some albums I really enjoy that I just don't have enough to say about to warrant doing a full album review. And then vice versa, there are albums I really dislike, but I still have a lot of thoughts to share about them. So this strikes me as something that I would really enjoy, but wouldn't necessarily have a ton to say about right now, just because I've already reviewed so many albums like it, mostly in written form, before I even started the video reviews. But no, this sounds cool though. I dig this. Let me move on to some other stuff. You don't think Robert from the Metal Meltdown would like it? Probably not. He'd probably think it was kind of pointless. But and sometimes he surprises me though. Sometimes things I think he's gonna like, he doesn't, and things I think he's gonna hate, he enjoys. So that's kind of the fun of him, is that you just don't know. So Dola, I think it's this one here. Ooh, Autocratter I see down the list. I am familiar with them. I have at least one of their albums on my shelf too. Field Chamberlain, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, thank you, Jake. I know, it's just simple things that people forget to do, I think. Yeah, if you're here and you're enjoying it, hit that thumbs up, because that engagement does help the channel overall, and encouraging the algorithm to share stuff out to people. Let's check out Dola. So this is from last year. I am not familiar with this one. Another Polish group. Like the album art. Ooh, I like this bass. Funky. This is kind of interesting. A little bit different. I realized I should have brought my phone charger down. Actually, maybe I can just put it here to make sure it doesn't run out of charge. Oh shit, I'm gonna go past 10 seconds. Great drumming. I can tell that these guys are more classically trained musicians, probably. Can hear that like jazz influence on their sound. Yeah, great drumming on this track. I like the bass on the other one. Very instrumentally focused. They're being sparing with vocals. This is pretty dope though. This is definitely like the exact type of stuff that I would cover in Best of Bandcamp, because it's a little too niche to do a full review on. people just won't watch it, unfortunately. It's just the reality of it. More funky bass. Sounds like maybe a fretless bass, too. Poland's got some interesting, more kind of experimental groups out there. Especially in the more like black metal side of things. We got some acoustic here. Yeah, I feel like the bass and the drums are the star of the show here. Yeah, this is neat. Big thumbs up to this one. Yeah, this is... If I was picking out, like, my favorite requests in terms of, like, hitting that sweet spot for me of kind of all my scales of enjoyability, innovation, musicianship, like, this is another one that I'd put at the top so far. So, yeah, good stuff. That was from D'Amico. Thank you. Let's go to... Charlie says Autocratter, and I'm wondering if I missed an album, because I have covered their previous stuff. Oh, Hammer of the Heretics. Yeah, I did a written review of this when it came out, because this was a while ago, wasn't it? 2018. Yeah. But yeah, solid stuff. Honestly, I'm partial to their self-titled album. But these guys are just fucking heavy as shit. Just like big, imposing vocals that seem to surround you. I've described some of their instrumentation as like shifting tectonic plates. Very atmospheric and imposing. Super heavy. I like the album art too. It's effective. But I'll tell you, their self-titled, I think, is like their heaviest shit. Like, this thing was just a punisher when it came out. Like, people could probably argue that this production is not very good, but it adds to the effect of it. Like, just listen to that. We called it like a death drone album at the time, because it is just very droning, but it's so heavy at the same time. It is just outrageous, yeah. I dig Autocratter. I've had some communication with kind of the main dude behind it, who also does the label, and he's got a couple other groups, I think, but he's got one, Crusader Productions is what he does. But he's got another group as well called, is it like LV, LF, what is it? It should be on here. He's got other good stuff on the label too. Like Eggs of Gomorrah is fucking awesome. That's just so heavy. They did a split with Sarin Vomit not too long ago. Drawn and Quartered. Where is his other, like, NKVD? That's what it is. That's his other kind of main project. I like this picture too. It reminds me of that guy from Hellboy. I forgot his name, but with the like sword arms. All right, what else we got here? So Autocratter, music low now. God damn. All right, let me turn it up a little bit again. Let me know how that goes. Gravolence. Did you type that right, or is it Grave Violence? Let's try Gravolence. Oh, yeah, Gravolence. Here we go. Oh, there's a split. Should I go for the split? Is that the most recent stuff? 2018. Do they have anything newer? 2017. I don't know if they have newer stuff. I mean, I'll try this. I don't know if this is all their side of the split, or if it's the other side too. Kind of like ulcerate-y a little bit. By the way, my buddies in Noctambulist just dropped their new single. In fact, I should do that. I'm gonna give them some love here too. Oh, fuck my light. Ah! I think I should stop doing that. Yeah, this seems pretty rad. Very aggressive. Got some D beat in there too. Ooh, I like that drum part too. Let me go though to Noctambulist. I know I'm cutting in line, but this is my show, god damn it, so I'll do what I want. Yeah, Noctambulist, excellent. They are out of Denver. They have a previous album called Atmospheres of Desolation, which was one of my favorites of 2019. I had them on a very early episode of the podcast, hoping to have them on again if I can make the time. But this is their new album, The Barren Form, which is coming out. Shit, I forgot which label it is now, so I don't want to say the wrong one. But they have one track out so far. They're big Ulcerate fans, self-described. Similar vibes. But man, they just fucking rip. And they're just cool dudes too. That album art is awesome. Super technical. Very talented musicians across the board, but also just super chill. We talked a lot about Twin Peaks because they're big fans of Twin Peaks. At least some of them are. Close some of these other windows. Yeah, this shit is just ridiculous. I cannot wait to hear the rest of this one. I believe this comes out in July, like early July. So yeah, that's Noctambulist. You're gonna want to give them a little peep. You heard? Nerd Bar, yes. Sorry, I know some of these chats are like super old by this point, but yeah, there's a bar called Vault 31, and it's meant to be kind of like a play on Fallout, like the Fallout games. But it is full of just nerd memorabilia, and better than that, there's probably like 10 TV screens all running, and in the middle they're playing like nerd themed music videos. Like there's a lot of like Ninja Sex Party playing and Starbomb, Baby Metal, basically anything you could think of that has a nerd twist on it. They're playing those music videos, and then you can play games from basically any console, and then they have like speed runs playing, and the food is all nerd themed, the drinks are all nerd themed. It's probably the best bar I've ever gone to. So unfortunately they're limited capacities right now because of COVID, so we were lucky to even get in. But yeah, if you ever find yourself in Vancouver, Washington, check out Vault 31. It was very cool. So let me go to yeah. Oh, Quest for Metal popped in here too. So just getting through some chats. So yeah, Quest for Metal like that. Wasabi Lolly Corpse Sushi. That is a great title. Dissed Iron Maiden in the rant. I did one reviewing Yandere Chainsaw album. Featured the mascot, but Iron Maiden didn't. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Regarde les hommes tomber. Thank you, Quest for Metal. That is the name that would not come to me. I have their first album on my shelf too, because that was one I reviewed back in 2015, 2017. Again, pre-YouTube channel content, just the written review, but I love that one. Listen to the new Vulgaris. Okay, I can check that out. I feel like I need screens with two different chats going. One where I can track the requests and one where I can respond to actual comments in the moment. So is this the one? 2021, I'm guessing so. So Asundre, UK band. Ooh, a little folkiness to it, kind of. Just galloping guitars. Atmospheric black metal. Skip. Cool guitars. It's hard doing this format with these bands because I can tell you're really supposed to like sit there and kind of take in the whole composition. And I'm like jumping around like a complete caveman. Seems cool though. Like they're covering a couple kind of different approaches here. Again, let me know if the audio is good. Can you still hear me okay when the music is playing? Can you hear the music well? Good guitar work on here. Good some like little earworm moments too. Getting it together. Okay, I like that. Not like blown away by it or anything, but this seems pretty good. I could see a lot of people enjoying this. What else we got here? I feel like now the requests are pouring in, so I got to pick up a little bit. Sorrow Stricken, hey there, welcome. Recently came across an Iranian death metal band, Pointed Mutation. I will check that out next. Mutation. How far behind the chat am I? Oh, I'm not too bad. Okay. Pointed Mutation. Oh, this looks super familiar too. 2020? Boy, I wonder if this was in a Best of Bandcamp. That album art looks so familiar. Yeah, this even sounds a little familiar. Little progginess to it. Just like melodic death, technical death. Dig those guitars. Ooh. I like that. I like that part. Oh, I want to hear that again. Ding, ding, ding. I'm such a sucker for shit like that. Ooh, great bass too. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, get all the band members their moment to shine. And the pacing here is great. Like, a lot of starts and stops. Too much music now. It's just like a constant, like, brrr. Like, I feel like it's just like... It's like listening to static on a television set almost in most of these cases. It's like, no, have some dynamics. You gotta know when to stop, let things cut out, let the vocals shine, let the bass guitar do its thing, let the drums have their moment. Like, leave some space. Stop trying to fill like every corner of the mix. A little thrashiness to these guitars too. Fuck yeah, this is good. I'm curious though, I feel like I might have covered them in some format last year. Or at least peeped it. So yeah, that's cool. Pointed Mutation, good shit. Good pick. Let's see. So Canadian death metal Abjection, Malignant Deviation. That sounds a little familiar too. Let's see here. Oh, this is self-titled though. That's not what we want. Try just putting it in the search. Here we go. Malignant Deviation. An international consortium. So not just Canadian, it sounds like. Interesting cover. It's got the more of those like weird washed out vocals. Good drumming. What was that? Let me go back. Is that just like the end of the solo? Oh yeah, it's just the whammy bar going crazy. Dang, Forever Marked, you dropped $250 on Currents merch? Holy shit, dude. I do like what I heard of their latest stuff, so that's a lot though, man. I wish I had that kind of swag to throw around, but fuck, man, again, when you got 3 girls, that's where all your money goes, and most of your time too. Little melodic section here. This is cool. Ooh, yeah. Love those little drum intros. I love those drum intros too. Like, if you're ever wondering, like, what's the way to make Flight of Icarus make sure he features, like, this particular clip in the review, make it, like, some big standout hook or drum solo or something right at the beginning of the song. And then follow up quickly with vocals too. Like that. I'm such a sucker for that. I will, like, 99% of the time use a clip like that. But if it takes too long to get to the vocals after it, I tend to rule it out too, because I want to make sure people who haven't heard it are getting a good sense of every aspect of the music, and they're gonna want to hear the vocals. Man, those drums are fucking wild, dude. It gives me arthritis just thinking about it. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Good guitar work too, don't want to leave that out. Yeah, this seems like an album I definitely would have enjoyed. So this came out just a little while ago, March 25th. Yeah, I don't know if I ever got an email for these guys, so they slipped through my radar, but yeah, that sounds good. And I would say, like, oh, I'm ready to, I should give them a review, but the reality is, like, if it's past, the time is past. it's like I've got way too many other things to move on to, but that's why I wanted to do this stream, though. Like, it's the perfect time to kind of catch up on some of this stuff. So let's see, Supple, that sounds familiar too. I think I did check this out. Let me just search it, make sure I get the right one here. Is it and this is 2021, so I'm guessing it's this one. Vazio. Oh, Transcending Obscurity. By the way, fun fact, back when Transcending Obscurity was also a webzine, me and Chris wrote for it. That's actually how Chris and I met. So fun little bit of trivia for you there is we met writing for the Transcending Obscurity webzine, and then they closed the webzine and just went full label. And so now I still nice to have communication with the guy who runs everything. He's a cool dude. Based out of India. I think he's still based out of India. Oh yeah, we got some Doom. So in answer to your question, chances are no, I did not get to this album, because y'all know I don't listen to a ton of Doom. But I'm always open to it. There was that one on Best of Bandcamp that I really enjoyed and covered twice now. The name escapes me off the top of my head, but did enjoy that one. This seems much more kind of traditional Doom than that one was. That one was a little bit more melodic. What the fuck is this? Alright, I'm almost caught up with the chat here. Yeah, I mean, this seems fine. It's not my cup of tea, but again, like, I'm not here to be like, Doom sucks, Doom is a dumb genre. Like, no, that would be extremely ignorant of me. It's just a genre that doesn't particularly pique my interest. It just kind of bores me. I like these. There's a lot of dynamics going on here that seem kind of cool. I like how they are mixing these faster parts. The atmosphere is great. Lots of stuff going on here that I deeply respect. It's just not something that I would be a go-to listener for. But that's really not the point, though. The point is for you to recommend stuff that then everybody else who checks out the stream can hear and ends up enjoying. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm still live, but I just got a message on my phone that I was losing Wi-Fi. Hopefully we're still good. I'm going to keep going as is. I haven't gotten a notice that the stream has gone down. Seems like we're still going. Yeah, I'm going to end on Sepulchros here. Let me see if we're good. I'll close this on my phone and reopen it. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. It was just me. Sir Austru. There's another recommendation here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Because honestly, on my reviews, I have... lately, I've been going to translate and having it play back how to pronounce it. to try to get it right, because I do like to get it right. But in a live situation like this, I'm going to fuck it up. Avant-garde music puts out good stuff, too. Ooh, this has some nice folky vibes to it. Came out February 12th. I have just not come across, like, a ton of folk music I was super interested in. So anything with folk elements, I want to jump on. This sounds pretty rad. King Rico said, quest for metal, you need to techie up himself with blindfolded and led to the woods. Yeah, dude. That was an album that, had I come across it sooner, I probably would have done a full review on, because I did like it a lot. I still have actually not had enough time to listen to it all the way through. I've only listened to it in pieces. Because again, I'm just working on, like, in my queue right now, I had Capra, I had The Armed, I have Cannibal Corpse to work on, I have While She Sleeps, because that's, you know, there's enough votes for that too. That seems like people want to check it out. So I haven't had, like, a good gap to catch up on albums that I've already covered, so to speak. This sounds cool, though. I like this. I like this a lot. I like anything that implements some additional instrumentation. Rest in peace, Nature of Tenger Cavalry on that note. He will be greatly missed. Yeah, this sounds really cool. I'm down with this. Let me see what else we got here. So, harsh metal from Crowhurst. That sounds very familiar. I'm pretty certain I've covered this on some way. Oh, that's the name of the album. Boy, Crowhurst sounds so familiar. I'm willing to bet I've covered something from them in the past, but this album art doesn't look familiar, so I will check this out. Check out something trap metal for a change. Yo, dude, I feel like I'm the only channel who does check out stuff like that, so absolutely. This is super quiet, so I'm going to turn up the mix a little bit for this one. Let me kind of monitor the audio level on that. That might have been too much. Turn it down a little. That was too much, I think. All right, let me try this. Human Falafel, I did see, this is the other thing that frustrates me, and maybe sometimes it's just people joining the channel after the fact, but I did a review. I did a full review on Humanity's Last Breath. And I've had a few people ask me what I thought of it, but there is a review on the channel available for it, so please do go watch that. And I don't like to kind of like reiterate myself, because to me it's like I put all that time into putting my thoughts into that review in the hopes that people will watch it. So please do go watch that review for my thoughts on that one. I'm a little salty on that review though, because as some people know who follow the Discord especially, like I got in trouble for that one because like the dude at that label is kind of an asshole. And I don't know who was manning the YouTube channel that day, but Last Days of Humanity. Okay, I'm going on a whole tangent here and wagging my finger, and I'm totally wrong. So, Last Days of Humanity. I read that wrong. Last Days of Humanity, not Humanity's Last Breath. So, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck that whole story. I am wrong. You are right. I can admit when I am wrong. So, I will get to that one. So, we are still on Crowhurst here. Boy, I got derailed, didn't I? Happens. Sounds cool. It's so fucking quiet. Ooh, I like that though. In my headphones right now, it's like super quiet, but I don't want to turn it up because then I'm gonna have to like fuck with it again. They need to boost their volume a little bit. I don't want them to do like loudness word shit, but this is just so much quieter than anything else we've listened to so far. Sounds kind of cool, a little mathy. I feel like there's like little elements of like mathcore in there. This is a Philly band. It's weird that they label themselves as ambient black metal in the tags here. Maybe there's more of that in some of their other albums. This is more like grindy, like math grinds kind of stuff. Yeah, that's Crowhurst. So let me readjust the audio levels now, since I'm sure the next thing's going to be louder. So what else we got here? So 7XVN. Yeah, man, I'm always down for some trap metal. I don't always enjoy it, but is this it? Out of Germany? Oh, it won't be on Bandcamp. Yeah, if it's not on Bandcamp, it's going to be harder for me to cover it here and be careful about that too. I feel like I'm much more likely to get like claimed for playing something on YouTube than on Bandcamp. But if you can find anything else on Bandcamp that's trap metal, I would definitely check it out. Yes, of course, I listened to Ad Nauseum. Again, that was another one where it was like everybody and their aunt was talking about that album. And Chris wrote a full review for it on the site too. And so we try to like be fair too, that if one of us is doing it, then the other one won't. There are certain times where we both want to talk about it enough that we both cover it, but generally it doesn't make sense to do that. Why is it not showing up here all of a sudden? Am I spelling it wrong? Oh, did I skipped something too? So Celestial. We don't need to. I feel like most people have heard Ad Nauseum at this point. It's like people know. And yeah, I liked it. I just haven't had enough time to spend with it because, again, I knew Chris was covering it, so I haven't listened to it as much as he has. Just like he hasn't listened to stuff I've been covering as much as I have. So I like this cover. It's got like a weird... The eyes remind me of Suspiria, like the original. Hopefully that audio is not too loud. This is definitely louder than the last album. Some straight like old school death metal from the UK, looks like. And they got a lot of merch. Yeah, just like grimy, more atmosphere too. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for too, y'all, because I got other things I do need to do, but I'll try to get in as many as I can here. Like the slower track, good dynamics here. Got me bobbing my head, that's a win. If you get me moving, then you've done something right. You gotta do more than that, but you know, that's a step in the right direction when that happens. Yeah, I like this. Seems like a fun release. Again, I really like this album art too. It's got those like old school horror vibes. Looks like an old like movie poster you'd see for an old movie. Yeah, rad. I like that. I like it a lot. What else? What else we got here? So Chainsword. Chainsword. Who's opening the garage door? Blight March, is this what we want? Yep, 2021. That artwork though. What is happening? Got 4 titties and a big bulk of cleavage. Another Polish group. Poland just dominating today. Oh, they got a picture in front of a tank too. Nice. Kind of basic. Like, it's heavy, it's good. If you're just looking for some like pummeling death metal, can't really go wrong with this. But again, I like a little bit more from my death metal than just this. Ooh, I like that bass break though. That was cool. I think I'm gonna turn this down just a touch because I feel like it might be too loud, but y'all let me know if I turned it down too much. No, that's cool. I dig. I dig. Not again, not blown away, but good stuff. Portrayal of Guilt. King Rico did a full review of Portrayal of Guilt, so please do watch that. I enjoyed reviewing that one. Let me see if mine still pops up. Oh, look at that, #1, baby. And yeah, it was an okay performing review. Was hoping for a little bit more, but hey, look at that. I'm even #1 result over Fantano. Fuck you, Fantano. No, I love Fantano. It's all good, man. I just appreciated that he covered it. I don't think he liked it too much, though. But even so, like, kind of any press from Fantano is good press. Like, that's great exposure. So, yeah, I did like Portrayal of Guilt. I'm not going to replay them right now. Well, I'll play just a snippet just to get new people who maybe missed that review hyped about checking it out. Please do watch the reviews. You know, any view, any like, any comments gives me momentum and recommends it. Ultimately, like, it doesn't just help the channel either, but if you're watching consistently, that is telling the algorithm to try my reviews on new people, and then ultimately that's exposing them to new music. Like, that's the way I'm looking at this, as like a big, it's a pyramid scheme, but a good one. It's not one of the bad ones, okay? And it's just trying to draw more people to these artists. But anyways, yeah, Portrayal of Guilt, shit's super heavy. I compared it a lot to Lord Mantis, but it's got some interesting like hardcore elements in it too, because they kind of started in more of a screamo scene. But yeah, this is, the vocals on this are, it's just so like gurgly. It's great. It's great. Yeah, Portrayal of Guilt, good shit. What else do we got here? Chainsword. Oh, okay. So Last Days of Humanity. And again, I'm sorry for going on that whole tangent when you weren't even fucking talking about humanity's last breath. And I'm still writing it right. I'm writing this wrong. Last Days of Humanity. Let me see her. We got a demo. Do they have what's the name of it? Is it this one? The 2021? It looks like this is the most recent thing. Give it a shot. Out of Ohio. I like that snare sound. I've always been a fan of that really pingy snare sound. This mix is kind of a mess, though. Those vocals, though. Is that even a human? Those are some fucked up vocals. Rectal Bowel Inquisition. To be honest, though, man, I'm just kind of over this style of music. Like, when I was 16, like, I was all about, like, being like, dude, this is so edgy and gross, and you know, I'm in my mid-30s now. I got kids. I got a mortgage. Like, it doesn't, like, shock me. It just kind of is sort of whatever. But those vocals are pretty wretched, and I like the snare tone. So yeah, it's, what the fuck? It almost sounds like he's got a microphone, like, down his throat. So I'll give him credit for that. Like, that's particularly raunchy. Imperative, imperceptible impulse. Oh, ad nauseum. Yeah, we all know ad nauseum. Yeah. That and Humanity's Last Breath, best releases I've heard so far this year. Zach, check out my review for Woad if you haven't already. Like, I think that Woad record is one of my favorites. I went about 2.5 months with only having like one album I really thought was album of the year worthy so far. But March, I think there's like 3 or 4 I'm adding. So, or April, actually, April. So watch out for upcoming reviews of stuff that I really enjoyed. But yeah, I gave Woad a solid A, and hope people check out that review, because again, I put a lot of time into those, a lot of editing, a lot of trying to make it entertaining. I put all those little memes and the song clips in it and everything. Even though I just, had my channel almost terminated over copyright stuff, but I like I like doing it that way. I'm not going to stop doing it that way. So please do check that out. If you want something for a change, go with Sturl Dagsland. Okay. I'm always for a change. Also, a plea to you all that are cross listeners between me and the Metal Meltdown. I guarantee this next week we are going to have probably at least 2, maybe 3 reviews overlap. I plead for you to watch both of our reviews. Like, I know for me, even personally, like if I'm following 2 channels and I see both of them have a review for the same thing, I'm much more likely to just watch one and not watch the other. But the albums in question here are so good, and I think the Metal Meltdown and I are going to have a lot of different things to say about them. And again, we just have different styles too. Like, he's much more direct, personable, kind of like puts a lot of his own personality into it, whereas I'm going to put a lot more like editing and allusions to other albums and stuff like that. So we're going to have different takes. So please do watch. I'm not even going to spoil which reviews they are, but they're good ones. So yeah, so Stir, is it this guy? Experimental artist. I like that cover. That's cool. Highly acclaimed genre bending artist from Norway. All right, I'm into it. Ooh, okay. Reminds me a little bit of a much more experimental version of shit. What was that like rap black metal group I covered last year? Um, maybe y'all remember. I liked that album a lot. I think they might have been out in Norway too. This is cool. Yeah, man, you're tickling my funny bone here with this. I like this. I love stuff like this. This makes my day. I want to hear those artists that are doing something completely different than everybody else, but doing it well too. They're not just like banging on pots and pans just for the sake of it. Cool vocals. Got some like industrialized noise going on here. Oh, you got some like DJing on the vocals. This is very interesting. Good call, man. Who requested this? Voidless form. You big 2 thumbs up for this one. This is the shit that I live for right here. The stuff that I know like everyone else is gonna hate. Or occasionally I'm pleasantly surprised that other people like it. This is bomb. I like this a lot. I would add it to my wish list, but just realistically I know I'll never get back to it. So if he has anything new coming out in the future, y'all keep me abreast of that so I can try to fit it in my schedule in the future. But I like what I'm hearing there. Oh, dude, Zach, the See You Say Space Cowboy If I Die collab. Holy fuck, dude, that song is so good. It was funny too because I was already watching it, and Chris sent it to me at the same time, and we both had the same reaction of like, this song feels like it was built for us. Like it was. That video too is really cool, but I'm not gonna play the video because again, I don't want to avoid as much trouble as possible. I wonder if they have the single on Bandcamp. Oh, this is their last album. But I am so stoked to hear more from that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on here. But yeah, that song is so cool. It's like such a great mixture of like heavy shit, like screamo, emo kind of stuff that I'm still a fan of, and just like all this stuff colliding in the perfect like cornucopia of sound. So yeah, Zach, I fucking love that. She'll check the review for sure. Thank you. Yes, Kralis. Now people have been going on about Kralis. I did not cover Kralis. I've covered them in the past. They tend to like. I'm always hit and miss with them. I think the last thing holy shit, I didn't even realize they have so much stuff. The last thing I covered from them, I think, was Prelapsarian, which was from when? Fucking, how long ago is that? 2016? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm so behind on Kralis. I might have covered something else on here, but yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about the new one. So let me check it out. I don't think I've really listened to... Well, given that it's been like 5 years now since I've really listened to what they've been doing. Could be a surprise. Oh, I forgot too. One of the members of Kralis is isn't it also the dude from God damn, whenever I'm on live, when I'm off stream, I can remember the names of these bands, but the minute I hit record on something, I cannot remember. But there's that famous like kind of mathcore instrumental band, and he's got that crazy like battle guitar that has the huge fretboard. Maybe somebody will say it in the chat. Oh, there's Gore Guts, but there's something else too. Like he's let me look. God damn it. I saw them perform because they were touring with Imperial Triumphant. They have a weird name, and it's right on the tip of my tongue, but it's escaping me right now. Oh, Behold the Octopus. I think that guy right there is also in Behold the Octopus, but I could be wrong. Anyways, random aside. They are... You know what? I can actually show something of that because I put up footage of that show and it won't get claimed because it's my own video. So let me see if I can find that footage from the show. Yeah, here we go. At Twilight Bar and Cafe. I think that's him. Pretty sure that's him. Yeah, that guitar is fucking ridiculous, dude. Damn ads. Technically, I suppose I could still get claimed because he's playing one of his songs, so I'll try to be careful here. But they were rad. They're extremely insane musicians. The drummer, too. But that guitar is just insane. Anyways. Kralis, I keep sidetracking here. Yeah. He, Menegroth, Thousand Caves, Metal Studio. Yeah, in New York. I'm pretty sure that's all the same guy. I mean, this sounds cool. I don't know what about it is... I don't know, something about them, it's like everybody loves Kralis, but something about it just never fully connects with me. Again, deep respect. I get the appeal. I think they're extremely talented. They obviously have a crazy lineup of extremely adept musicians, but something about the music just for whatever reason doesn't connect with me, even though something like Imperial Triumphant does. So yeah, but Kralis is cool by me for sure. What else have we got in here? What do we got here? Okay, Kralis. Yeah, dude, Zach, if you like Lord Mantis, check out that Portrayal of Guilt album. It's definitely different. It's got different vibes, which is good, because if it was just a straight knockoff, I'd be like, well, then just fucking listen to Lord Mantis. But they have their own little spin on it. Less is better recorded. I don't know if you're referencing... I don't know which band you're referencing at that point. Could be any of these. So Unflesh. I think I got an email for that, and I don't think I did any coverage of it. My after a while having these headphones on starts to hurt my head and my ears too, so I may get off soon. We're on our way to like 2 hours here, which I feel is plenty. Is this the one, New Hampshire? This is dope. Ooh, nice pace change there. I like these vocals too. They got a lot of like power behind them. Dude, that guy in the middle looks so familiar. I don't know why, but I feel like I know that guy. I don't know many New Hampshire bands, though. Dude, this is dope. Kind of like dissection-y a little bit. Yeah, this is sick. I might have to check for this one. I think I have this in my inbox, but again, it's you gotta understand, y'all. And I'm sorry to any bands that have sent a request to me and I never got to it, because I get like at least 100 emails a day, probably more than that. And it's just impossible to keep up. So I do what I can. But this sounds sick. Like, again, if I hadn't already been covering so many other things, then this sounds like something I would have done. And again, I've been really at a loss for good black metal this year that really struck a chord with me. Not that there hasn't been good black metal, just stuff that didn't strike a chord. In case for you people that are joining later too, I did do Cognitum already at the beginning. So I know that was the first thing I did, because that's the most requested thing by far. So yeah, that's cool. Unflesh, rad. Yeah, it's the most over-the-top gore grind band I've ever heard. Again, I'm not sure which band we're referencing at this point. Woad and Portrayal of Guilt are on my radar now. Sick, Zach. Yeah, that's the point of this stream is... Ultimately, it's not even for me, because... Like I said, reality is I'm not going to have time to go and listen to all these albums now, because I'm already on to the next stuff that isn't out yet. But I'm hoping that you all watching this, whether it's live right now or later on, will go check out the stuff that really spoke to you. Jordan says, Woad was good, reminded me of Grave Miasma, but a little more old school and fun. Yeah, I think that's a very good way to put it. And yes, that album is fantastic. Okay, Ursus, Dead Eyes. I'm trying to like peek around at some of the comments too. Yes, Behold the Octopus. Yes, you finally got me. Oh, I already said that too. So Colin Marston, yeah, front engineer in the new Icelandic. Like weird, huh? Okay, so I see some more requests coming. So let me get through this one first. So Ursus. That's a rap group, so I'm guessing it's not that. This is a punk group. I don't think it's that either. Are they on Bandcamp? Because I am not seeing a metal group. Let me try searching that album name. So it's Ursus. Dead Eyes is such a common name, though. That's probably going to bring up a million things. Didn't mean to put that for. Kunt. It's Kunt. I didn't say the word. I'm saying Kunt. It doesn't look like they're on Bandcamp, my dude. Sorry. Unless you can find the link for me. Let's see. So that brings us to Icelandic black metal band from again, another one that I'm not going to be able to fucking pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. Frumyrkrid. Ooh. Dude, Iceland has sick black metal too, I gotta say, so I'm kind of excited to hear this. 4 tracks, but all on the longer side. They all have similar album art, I feel like, too. Sounds cool. Ooh, I like that. That was like a purposefully like out of tune guitar on that. Kind of like made it stick out more for the fact that it sounded wrong. Try not to shake my camera here. At least it's not my computer camera on. I know with my laptop cam on the other ones, the screen kept bouncing, so it's just fucking up the view. No, this is cool. I haven't heard of these guys at all either. Y'all, please do also watch the latest episode of Best of Bandcamp. It's underperforming a little bit compared to some of the previous episodes. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of doing those weekly, I'm probably going to try to do those like every other week. And then some other weeks maybe I'll do more often. But I feel like that allows more space for for people to actually want to check it out rather than feeling inundated with new requests. This sounds cool though. Yeah, I dig this. I feel like Iceland has some other stuff that I like even more. I actually got to see Ulcerate perform with this Icelandic kind of like blackened death metal band, Drine. And they haven't put anything out for a while, so I hope there's still a thing, because they were really good and that album was really solid too. I don't know if this 2016, yeah. Unorth Theta. So this album was really good. They have a stand-up bass too, if I recall. Just big, atmospheric, intense stuff. If I recall, the vocals are pretty good too. Love the guitar on this one. And it's funny because you would expect to see them on stage and them be just like terrifying looking or wearing like hoods or something. But they were all dressed up like they were going to like a high school dance. They all had like button-up shirts and they were dressed all nice. It was a weird juxtaposition to hear those guys playing music like this. Yeah, Zrine is fucking wild. Let's see. Where are we at here? So, Na. Cryu. Here we go. Sveta. Is this the one? Yep, 2021, April. So this just came out like 2 days ago. So you like weird, huh? Album you might dig. Avant-garde krautrock. Like the strings. Oh, wow. Good drums, too. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is my shit right here. Yeah, again, you know, if you really want to, like, get me to have a strong reaction to something, this is the kind of shit you gotta hit me with. This is that S tier level. And again, that balance, though, because if you send me something that's just, like, chaotic and weird for the sake of weird, but there's no structure to it, then I get bored. But this feels like it has some really good consistency. We only got 2 tracks, too. 2 long tracks, though. This is cool. This is fucking wild. Oh, out of Oakland, California? Oh, wait, no, that's the label. So where are these guys from? Where are they from? Does it say down in the details here? Russian, Japanese, American. I should have guessed. I feel like the Japanese tend to be just really good at implementing these kind of more... They tend to bring this very different perspective to metal music. Yeah, this is awesome. Good shit. I like that. Void of this form was gonna put the band name in too, just so you took the Japanese characters, but I couldn't do it to him. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad you put the album name instead of the band name. I don't know what the fuck to make of this. Metalcore might like Eternal Void. I love metalcore, as you all well know, and anyone who... It's fine if you don't like metalcore, just like I don't like doom metal, but if you're one of those like metalcore's stupid kind of people, then you can just fuck right off, because I'm not about that. I'm not all about trashing any genre as a whole. Again, we all have our favorites and our stuff that we don't enjoy, so that's perfectly fine. But no generalizations, please. What up, Ohio? Ooh. I like this. Simple album cover, too. Little bit of Architects vibe going on there. But it's like earlier Architects, which, you know, there's a void to be filled there now, since New Architects is something very different. The singing also reminds me of another group. I'm blanking on who it is right now. Man, hitting those high notes. This is dope. I will say though, if you're a small band, $10 for digital is way too much. Way too much. Like, for a CD, that's good. But your digital should be like $7 max for a full-length album, I would say. Maybe $8. But you're gonna... I think you'll get a lot more people to be exposed to your music if you don't make the entry level too high. Kind of periphery riffs there too. The fun, genty stuff. Ooh, Courtney LaPlante is on a track. Fuck yeah, dude. Where is she? Oh, here we go. From Spirit Box and I Wrestled a Bear Once. Courtney's cool, man. I'm not a huge Spirit Box fan, but I loved her work on I Wrestled a Bear Once. But Andrew Patterson, what band that's associated with escapes me. Ooh, heavier tracks. Good balance here of lots of stuff. Ooh. Fuck yeah, dude. That's a rager of a riff right there. Man. This is one of those albums where I'm like, ooh, I actually do want to spend more time listening to it. But as it stands, I already have like 3 albums in my queue of stuff that I just need to get back to. So I just, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get to it. I'll just pop it on the wish list for now and see if I find the time. Let's see. Zrine, Spewing Gloom has such a nasty ending. Fuck yeah, it is, dude. That album's so sick. Yeah, dude, a Zrine album would be fantastic. I don't know what's going on with them. One day we'll get a second Wormlust album one day, yes. Yeah, so Time Monitor liked the Nakna Sveta album. Waiting on Ultrage, dude. Yeah, that is high on my queue as well. That is a must-review album for me. I have reviewed every single album of theirs since the debut, and fuck, dude, those guys are awesome. Dyspnea, I'm not as familiar with, so... Do they have a track up? I'm curious. Oh, didn't we just do this? Yeah, we did this one earlier, didn't we? I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, it's the same. Shows how bad my memory is now. I'm getting old, y'all. I'm not even that old. Let's see. So, of Legends Stranded. Yeah, these headphones are starting to kill me, y'all. I think, what are we at here? Hour 38. I'm going to call it pretty soon because, again, I got other stuff I got to do too. Is this Stranded? Yeah. Oh, I like that album cover. Dude, this is like a Giallo Italian horror film cover. That's great. Side project of self-taught metal musician Louis de Book. More of that kind of Architects vibe on this one too. Cool guitars. Ooh. Okay. Going for like a darker sound too. Dude, it's so hard now because there's just like so much good music out there. It's hard to decide what to focus my attention on. The vocals could use a little work. I think they're a little bit kind of like very throaty. Seems like we could use some more variation. But the guitar is sick. Yeah, the vocals just need more dynamic range, I feel like. But I like this overall. Flesh Vessel sounds a little familiar. Excuse me. What do we got here? Yeah, I can't say enough. Please listen to that interview I did with Emptiness. That is one of my, like, again, for those of you who like that weird shit, like, that's one of the weirdest albums that just continues to creep up on me too, and I just find myself thinking about it, and being able to sit down with them and talk through their inspirations for that, and like just basically, like, I feel like we're almost friends now, so that was really fun. And yeah, check out that interview. So Flesh Vessel, what are we doing here? Is this is a label though, isn't it? Because this is not Chicago, my old stomping grounds. Here we go. Is this it? This is just a track though. Oh, it's a long track though. 2020. Is this it? Yeah, King Rico, thanks for joining. Yeah, Emptiness is fantastic. Agreed, APOC. They were just cool guys too. Like, they were really easy to chat with. And that's not always the case. Like, sometimes I do interviews and it's like really awkward, but not with this one. Thanks for the live stream. Can't stand the digital cost the same as physical release. Yeah, it's weird. Eternal Void reminded me of New Era record. Check out Ghosts of Atlantis, Molten. Try to get through a few of these ones. Yeah, I don't know if this is the Flesh Vessel you're talking about. I do love my Chicago boys. Oh wow, this one's weird. It's just a one big 24-minute track too. Seems interesting. Name your price too, so big ups for that. Man, this goes, you skip and it's a completely different song. Like that. Yeah, this seems pretty cool. So yeah, there's Flesh Vessel. I'm trying to just round out these last few requests here. But again, I am trying to wind down, y'all. So if there's like one that I have not covered that you absolutely want me to cover, get it in. Otherwise, let's wind it down. So let's see. Oh, Ghosts of Atlantis, it should be. So is this the one? Another UK band. Sounds kind of cool. The melodic death metal stuff going on here. It's got some like Cradle of Filth sounding vocals in the background. The raspier ones. A little bit of a like folk tinge on there too. Oh, that's quite a look. They're going for the whole like Middle Eastern vibe, but it's just a bunch of dudes from the UK. I mean, maybe they're originally from somewhere else though. There's elements of this that are similar to another review I've already got together for the end of April that has that Middle Eastern flair. I'll just say it. So me and the dude from Akhenaten, and he's also in Hellerboros. I've got their new album, and yeah, Akhenaten is their more like Middle Eastern sounding project, and it's pretty rad, so look forward to that as well at the end of the month. Like the symphonic elements here too. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Eternal Void, I said this. So thanks for the stream. Interview Watain, awkward to the max. I could see that. And you know what? It does, not to generalize, but it does tend to be black metal bands that tend to be, especially the more like standard black metal bands, they tend to be the harder interviews. But not always. Like Imperial Triumphant, they were super cool. And it probably helped that we were literally like sitting in a booth together drinking beer and doing it live. But yeah, sometimes things don't go so great. So Merciful Fate, check out Molten. I think I saw 2 requests for Molten, so I'll try to get that one in here. Found those guys pretty soon. The Hooked whole album's about Legend of Atlantis, yeah. This one brought up Synarchy of Molten Bones. That was a sick Deathspell EP. Is this it? 2021. I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, Dystopian Syndrome. Another cool kind of horror movie cover. San Francisco, California. And just old school death metal vibe on this one, seems like. Oh. Cool solo on here, though. Oh, maybe a little bit more than meets the eye. The chuggy part here. Good instrumentation. Like, they definitely got that old school death metal vibe, but it seems like there's a little bit of like progressiveness to the songwriting, some dynamics, a little bit more thought into the performances. Oh, even got a little acoustic interlude here. Sounds like Spanish guitar, actually. Ooh, that bass. Yeah, this is a cool one. This would be another good addition to like the best of Bandcamp. Reminds me a little bit of shit, what's that other like old school death metal band that everybody absolutely loves right now? Horrendous. A little bit of Horrendous in there. For some Middle Eastern sounding metal, check out Arcane. Arcana, Arcane. Rock metal out of Paris. Or we've got Berlin. No, that's techno. Oriental metal, it says here, so maybe that is the one. Leela H. Oh, you know what? That is very clearly a Spyros album cover. Oh, they didn't credit it. Dude, why would you not credit it, man? Like, I love his style. That is very clearly, so the dude from Septic Flesh does album art, in case you weren't aware, and all of his stuff has this same gray aesthetic, kind of mixture of live models with weird art attached to them. That is definitely one of his works. 2020 for this one. Oh yeah. When you start pulling in the wood instruments and like sitar and all that stuff, I love it. Great vocals too. I feel like I've heard of these guys. Good clean singing too. Wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, dude from Septic Flesh has done a lot of cover art from a lot of... He did one of the Rotting Christ album arts for one of their biggest albums. He's obviously done the Septic Flesh albums. He does stuff for all sorts of different bands. Like, you almost like name a band's like best artwork, and often it'll be his stuff. But yeah, Arcane sounds cool. Cult of Extinction by Wiederganger. Winding down, guys. Winding down. Last. We'll say last call here, just like at the bar. Last call for recommendations. Ooh, this cover looks kind of familiar. Oh yes, dude, throwing in the fucking The Lighthouse reference there, dude. I love that movie. Why'd you spill your beans? I almost just want to end this stream now by watching that whole monologue from Willem Dafoe. These guys already won me over just by having that sound clip, so I like almost just don't care what their music sounds like at this point. But no, all seriousness though, this sounds pretty cool. Yeah, pretty sick. I like that. I like that. Oh my god, you guys, you just keep coming with these requests now. Aeternum. I'll just do some of these real quick, y'all. My ears are starting to really hurt here. It's just that just consistent low pressure that these put on your head. Over time, it just... Ooh. Behemoth vibes strong on this one. Like kind of mid-career Behemoth. Like demigod era. That's sick. Cool drums. Dude, this is sick. There's just too much, y'all. Like, I find myself listening to stuff like this and being like, fuck, I wish I had a review of this on the channel. But it's just like, nobody has that time. Nobody has that much time. Definitely not me, that's for sure. I'm amazed at how much I'm able to get up. The fact that I can put up a daily video is, like, mind-boggling in and of itself. Okay, so that's rad. And then we've got... Nas, how the fuck do you pronounce that? With the X after the Z? Nasul? Whatever the fuck that is. Orchestral Death Band. Dude, did a review for Exanimus. Gonna call you out on that one. And that was another one where I'm like, y'all, why are you not watching this review? Because this was an underperformer. I'm lucky it has over 200 views at this point, but yeah, I did review that and I greatly enjoyed it. And I also included it in my best of the month. So tisk that you did not watch this. But no, I know I put up a lot of videos too, so it's hard to keep up. And I'm sure YouTube doesn't even like push them all to everyone. So look, I get it. So Nasul. Oh, this is an old album though. This is 2011. I don't know if you intended for me to cover something older. Sounds cool though. Nasul. So I was close. Last one from APOC, Vampire Squad, and I know I'm going so much quicker on these now, but again, I want to conclude this bad boy. Is that them? It says metal. I'm already in love with this. Just looking at that band picture. Dude, there's nothing I love more, too, than a metal band that does not take themselves too seriously. Like, I'm so over people being, like, super fucking serious about their shit. It's like, be serious about your music, but don't be so serious about yourselves. This is fun. Very colorful artwork I like. We got the Ouroboros going on here, except instead of it's a snake, it's a eel. Chuggy. Oh, Urkala. Yeah, I'm aware of Urkala. So I see Darker by Design. Alright, last one. This is the last one I'm doing. Darker by Design. That I'm calling it. And then I'll wrap things up here. So no more requests. I wish I could kind of play. You know what? I am going to play it. Fuck you. Is it on? Oh, is it on here? Please tell me it's on here. Oh, it's not on here. There's a whole famous thing with Ringo where he does this whole thing. Thank you. No more fan mail. It will not be signed. It will go in the bin with peace and love. Thank you, thank you. No more requests. No more. My ears are killing me, and my wife will kill me if I don't get to the other dadly duties that I need to be working on too. That sounds cool though. I do love cello too, so anything you add cello to it. Love the album art. A little strangely erotic. Yeah, this sounds cool. I like this. No, the music definitely does not make my ears hurt. It's the fucking headphones just pressing slowly against me for so long. I have sensitive ears. I need my inhaler. No, this sounds rad too. Again though, $14 for a digital album? You're out of your fucking mind. I'm sorry. But that is outrageous. If you cross $10, that's already like given anything's worth what people say it's worth, and I'd say the quality of the music here is probably worth that, but look, you know, even the big bands on a label aren't charging more than $10 for fucking digital. That's insane. Same thing with Serenity and Murder. Like, a lot of people are going to be turned off by Serenity and Murder because their album is way too much to fucking buy. But their shit is good. Okay. So that is it, and I've made it to the end of the chat. I think I hit every single request that came through. Yeah. Pop to just the full camera view here. So thank you for watching. Again, thank you so much for those of you who continue to watch the videos. And remember, like, especially those of you who consistently comment on the videos, hit the like button, share it. Like, it means so much. And I love that we're already like almost a quarter way to the next 1,000. You know, we'll be at 5K before we know it with the current rate that I'm seeing. Views are up, subs are up, watch time is up. Like, the channel is heading in a great direction, and that's largely thanks to you all. So do continue to watch the videos. And I know it's weird to say this, but especially for those smaller bands, if you're noticing a video is like underperforming, even if you don't think you're that interested in it, give it a shot, because just that view, that thumbs up could push it in the algorithm just enough that it gets to somebody who maybe is more interested. So I'll do that with other people's stuff too. Like, even if I'm not interested in one of like the Metal Meltdown's reviews of the album that they're talking about, I'll just let it play through anyways, just because I want him to get that watch time and let the algorithm push him forward. Though that motherfucker outperforms me constantly. That bastard. Even the Woad review, I've been kind of watching it this week because I put out my Woad review on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and he put it out just like yesterday or maybe the day before, and he's already just like probably tens of views behind me. He may have even like caught me by now, but it's all in good fun. I'm just happy to see him being successful too. But anyways, that tangent aside, yeah, please do continue to watch all that you can, and listen to the interviews too. Like, check this channel. I meant to say this too in this live stream too. I want to be really clear, like, the purpose of the channel. What is the purpose of this channel? Why did I start this channel? So ultimately it was because I saw so much quality underground music just slipping under the radar and nobody listening to it and paying attention to it, while all of these big bands continued to just put out kind of like middle of the road albums that were fine, but they continue to sell, you know, hundreds of thousands of copies. And I just don't really like seeing that. I want to give exposure to bands that are doing something different and are doing something better than some of these bigger bands, and get them out to people. So even though I will cover those bigger bands because I enjoy them, like Cannibal Corpse, like Evanescence, like A Day to Remember, I consider those to be kind of like tentpole reviews that help keep the channel moving forwards. But ultimately, my goal is not to focus on that. Like, I want to focus on, okay, now that I've got people in the door, how do I expose them to something else that they haven't heard yet? And so, on that note, I appreciate that you are all here for the stream, and we're doing exactly that. Like, that was this stream in a nutshell, was you all driving it and exposing each other to stuff that you probably had not heard and probably wouldn't have heard if somebody else hadn't brought it up. So that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. So with that in mind, make sure that you're doing your best to click on and give positive engagement to those bands that I'm posting a review for that you are like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, that is that's ultimately the bread and butter of this channel. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Always good interacting with you all. I'm glad I had a chance to do this. I don't frequently get time to live stream because, again, I'm just so busy. And like any little time I have is usually going into a new review, but this happened to work out. So thanks again. And for those of you coming late, yeah, Meshuggah, I'm sorry that you're here later, but obviously the stream will be up to rewatch. So if you want to watch through the rest of it, please do that. Yeah, take care, APOC. Thanks for the killer tent. Excellent reviews and for putting up with the ear pain. Yeah, no problem. Steel Bearings Hands new album is pretty killer. Okay, maybe next time I'll try to fit that in, but I'll look forward to doing more of these. I'm sure by the time I do the next one, maybe a month from now or something, that there will be plenty of more new stuff that I've missed too, because there's always more stuff to cover. But that said, Flight of Icarus signing off.